I'ma get crazy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee a lot. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shot.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Jones looking to throw right away. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jones completes this one to Thornton. And he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bit. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Well, the Patriots sit 5-10 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning. But unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
They'll run for the first time with Pierre Strong. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. Bridgewater on first down. Rolling to his right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Bridgewater. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Finding room in midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. To throw, Bridgewater. The quick slant caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Sanders is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the delay, here's Harris. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Salvon Ahmed, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll run with Strong. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. First down, right back to Strong. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's Jones on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll look to throw again. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On second down, this is Harris. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Edmonds, he's just going to sit on this one, and that'll be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On the move to his left. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Wilson's got it complete. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, Bridgewater. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Patriots 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go, set.
Jones, a final shot before break. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Edmonds, he's just going to sit on this one, and that'll be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Stuck for a loss by Christian Barmore.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 22. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Harris running straight ahead, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Henry from 19 yards away. And the Pats take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Kick it away after the touchdown. Edmonds, he's just going to sit on this one, and that'll be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run with Edmonds again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he's struck. Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. This one into the hands of Aguilar. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Bridgewater. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate. A nice carry. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Bridgewater with a keeper.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Bridgewater's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 5. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Right side, Thornton with it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a screen play. This is Strong. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one. But sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver. No grounding, nothing like that. But no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thornton. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Running left, here's Edmonds. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. Devin McCourty brings him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 2 on the play there, and the Dolphins are going to get a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another carry now for Edmonds. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Miami, they moved to 9-7 on the year with one game remaining.